Hi everyone, welcome back to Live Darts. We are here at the Target Launch 2019 and we've got Duzza, Glen Durrant. Glen, we've seen some special things announced here from Target today.
Yeah, it was, I think I was as warm as I was when I played Michael van Gerwen on the stage. I was so nervous. They put me on the front row. Unbelievable professionalism, you know, the precision that's coming out of Target darts right now, the quality, just to see the darts being made. And then the Swiss points came out there, and it was like you could hear like a real noise, you know, in the crowd. It was something that people probably haven't seen. And when the Phil Taylor, I'm looking at the back of the auditorium now, and Phil Taylor's new darts with them points in look absolutely spectacular.
The new Swiss point, are you going to try it in your dart?
I was just being given a set there. I could see all the players getting this brown box. I was like, oh. And like anything, I'm not someone who tinkers with my darts too much. I've had pretty much the same setup now for 4 to 5 years. Came to Target, and I remember Paul Nicholson saying you keep going in the right-hand side of the treble 20 bed. So I worked with Target on getting that first dart more central. And statistically, you know, I'm up there in the top 8 with the most 180s now, where I was always a prolific treble 19 player because the first dart was going down there. So working with Target, and already I'm thinking of the Duzza Phase 2. I've got some real ideas. You get mentored, you sit down with the design guys. It's different gravy over here, and today will live long in the memory.
It's been some summer for yourself. Have you had time to take in and relive what you achieved at the Matchplay? I know when you came off you were bitterly disappointed not to make the final, but have you had reflection time on that of what you actually did achieve?
Yeah, I had a couple of weeks in Cyprus, and you know, when it's unbelievably hot and you're sat under an umbrella there and you get time to think, you know, I had 2 weeks of thinking. You know, in December I went to the Finders Masters. January I was a 3-time BDO champion. February I retired from work, went through the Q School episode. March I was a Pro Tour winner. April I joined, you know, provisionally signed for Target. It's just unbelievable, and you know, you think that's you know, I can't get much more of a high in 2019, and all of a sudden I'm at the Matchplay. You get Adrian Lewis, I get Michael van Gerwen, I get James Wade. I mean, that's an unbelievable draw. And when I played Michael Smith for the first time, I thought, I can do this. You know, getting to the final, Phil, would have put me in the Grand Slam. It would have put me in the top 32. People talking about World Series, people would be talking about Premier League. So I knew what was on that match, and I just come up a little bit short. But self-reflection is really important, and I'm only seeing the positives of 2019 so far.
Looking ahead as well, you're provisionally in the European Championship finals, provisionally going to Dublin for the Grand Slam. I know all this can change. 2 ticked off. Is the Slam the next one you want to tick off?
I think I'm in the Grand Prix. I'm in 3rd place, 57,000 quid. I know the European Championships is high on my agenda right now. I'll go to Mannheim and Riesa, and good old Burton DeWitt put all the updates on. I'm pretty certain I'm in for Gibraltar too, but I really need to win a game in Mannheim, which sounds easy. But I'm in the top 32 now because I'm seeded in the top 16. So my aim now, first and foremost, is to get a win under my belt under Mannheim. If I get to the last 16, that's when I can start getting into a tournament. But I appreciate I need to work on my European game. So that's the first thing. Grand Prix, I'm already working on that. I'm in that now. My rooms are booked with Max, so I'm confident. The Grand Slam's always a talking point because am I going to be representing the BDO? You know, at one point this year I was quite comfortably in as a PDC player, and then I've got the qualifiers for the PDC too. So, you know, there's eggs in the basket, as they say there, and I've not spoke to the BDO about it, and I'll accept any decision that's made by both organisations. So then I'm thinking of Minehead. We've got Ali Pali. It's just an unbelievable end to quite sensational year.
Going back to the Slam, I don't know if you've heard the interview that we did with Barry at the Fishing.
Yeah, I did.
What did you take when he urged the BDO to pick you?
What Barry says usually goes, but Des is, you know, he's doing big things in the BDO. I was at the World Darts Trophy this week, and it was terrific. Real signs of improvement there, great venue, the crowd were great, I thought the players did really well. So Des is his own man, and if he wants me in the Grand Slam, I just think a Grand Slam should have the PDC World Champion and the BDO World Champion in. But I would say that, wouldn't I? And I totally read all the social media. Why, he's gone to the PDC. Why should he? I accept that. I'll accept any decision that's made. If I get there as a PDC player, wonderful. If I'm going to be representing the BDO as their world champion, fantastic. But whatever happens, I will accept.
Your great friend Jim Williams has had some 10 days as well, winning the Red Dragon Champion of Champions and then winning his first BDO major. I know you cheered him on every step of the way.
The first thing I did when the target launch was finished was check Messenger to see if Natalie's had the baby yet. So still no message. I was talking to him last night. My thoughts are always with Jim. He's a terrific man, and we were super proud when he won at the weekend. And he did text me and said, "I wish you were here." And I was only 2 hours away from Blackburn, but it wasn't about me, it was about Jim. And I very passionately, me and Susan shouted from our living room, and he played another wonderful young man in Richard Veenstra. So it was happy days, whatever happened to me in that final there. But to see Jim take the trophy I had in my house for the past 12 months was pretty special.
Would you like to see him make the switch?
I would like to see Jim go and dominate the BDO for 2 or 3 years, so that might surprise a lot of people. If he went to Q School in January, I've got my partner in crime back, along with Jamie Hughes. If I was in Jim Williams's, I do see good things happening in the BDO. But on the flip side, I've never ever been so happy in all my life. The PDC is absolutely changing everything. I'm back on the practice board, and like I said, when I was in the World Masters last year in the final against Adam Smith-Neale, I didn't want to be there. So I'd give my life as a BDO player, my life in housing. I didn't want to be an estate manager no more, and things happen in life, and this change to the PDC has been the absolute making of me, and I've got new targets set for me now, and so if he did come over, it is the Willy Wonka golden ticket. That's what I would tell him. But if you had to put me on the spot, go and dominate the BDO for 3 years, Jim.
Glenn, it's an absolute pleasure talking to you here at the target launch as always, mate. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Thank you so much.